YouTube. Wow, Quan. You feel me? Today we're gonna react to guard rings, Jamaica. You feel me? I hear about this shit in the music, all that, bro. Still don't really understand it, you feel me? But I kind of get the gist of it now. You feel me? I was supposed to react to this shit a minute ago, but we about to react to it now, you feel me? You always hear Intense and shit talking about this shit, Alkaline, fucking Squash and shit like that.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We continue on all angles. We're talking about
I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
Came to prominence recently following the tragic death of a William Nib student reportedly in an altercation over a guard ring. And in this segment of the program, we're going to be hearing from cultural studies experts Dr. Maria Smith, Dr. Sonia Stanley, as well as Associate Pastor at Fellowship Tabernacle, Michael Aiken. Here are a couple of your comments. Pope of Crypto on Twitter says guard rings are more popular in Jamaica than ever before, yet people will argue that dancehall no influence nobody. And another viewer says, I see a lot of people, even quote-unquote upstanding people, wearing these rings. I want to know if they really understand what spirits they're harboring when they wear them. The famous Chopper song, how many people realize what he was saying when he said ring full up enough duppy? Keep your comments coming in, 3810072 on WhatsApp and on Twitter. Our hashtag is TVJ All Angles. Now, our production assistant Siobhan Gordon spoke with a man who wears and believes in guard rings. Didn't want to show his face, but he did speak to us. Let's listen in.
So we what is a guard ring for you?
For me? Really? To be frank with you, it depends on how it's set, you know.
That ring looks stuck. Nigga, he ain't getting that shit off.
It's right over the car, so I sit down there enough time and go to me down on my yard, walk past me and they see me. I mean, I have a call them and say, oh, yes. I mean, I go to them and say, yeah. I can't believe them pass me there. So them things that make me know. Say, it's real, but all of them real. Because some people are fake.
What differentiates the real ones from the fake?
The real are the more mystical.
That shit's evil. I can tell.
You know walk past us, I am police are drive past us. And you walk go on your gun fire and the police not search you. God making it not see you. If you even see you, him just see you as somebody harmless and you're going about your business.
So you feel it positive or negative?
It's positive, you know. Can't save our life, you know.
So do you have a guard?
Only God can save life, bro.
What do for you?
Sorry to tell y'all niggas, boy.
Like what?
Sorry for telling
you. As a man, people come to me and they walk past me. I'm a woman, wife walk past me, sit down there, so we just know it work. All right. And next time, it work now. We lose my work already. I'm a mother, said you know, I'm a man, a church man, I can't go to the church man. I'm going to the church man. Church man, pray for me. I mean, I leave him, give me a little back or so. With some white thing in there. I said, go check your boss and man if you work. And when you're going to touch your Friday after I run or so. I said, Friday, go in the morning and open my mouth to the boss. Say, go on, go on the work, go on the work. So we
Okay, so remember, when you WhatsApp us, just give us your first name and your general location, all right? One viewer says, Dion, how it a guard them when some of them, they are prison? And I have Fairlington on Twitter saying these are not new in Jamaican culture, but seems now to be a surge among students. Could it be connected with the 2 years when students were out of schools and jobs were lost? In this segment of the program, Dr. Sonia Stanley Naya, Dr. Maria Smith, and Pastor Michael Aiken. Thank you all so very much. We really appreciate you talking to us. Dr. Smith, let me ask you to start us off. Tell us, as Fairlington says, they're not new in Jamaican culture, but we seem to be hearing a lot more about them now. We're hearing them in the songs. We're seeing more and more people speak about them, and so on. What do we know, though, about these pieces of jewelry, guard rings? What are they?
Well, it's more than about rings. It's about guard, that people always feel that they need a guard. And that's so it could be a chain, it could be just a button, it could be as the principal said, the girl came back with a watch. It is what you think, that you need this guard, you need to be protected.
This is all vanity, bro. This is all materialism, bro. This is all, bro. This is making you worship fucking jewelry. Feel me? That's what it is, bro. That's what I'm getting from this. You feel me? Like, God will punish you for that shit. I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
And it goes even further than that in the wider society. Little kids, little girls always used to wear a red ribbon to school. And part of that red ribbon was the guard, the color red, the guard. And the little boys probably have a button on the shirt inside. I spoke to one of my friends in St. Thomas who told me that his grandmother used to pin this button inside his shirt when he was going to school as a guard. But then it wasn't, maybe they weren't as open as now. And there's also that saying in Jamaica that guard no man, harm no man, but let no man harm you. And it is part of an African philosophy that came down from the Bongo tribe, which is that is the rule in that tribe. Harm no man, but let no man harm you. It's very deep, the whole business of the guard in the society. Now, how it is playing out in the schools now, with the amount of money that these rings cost, and what happens when people fight over them. Something else that is creeping in, and that is maybe what we have to look at.
Hold there for me, Dr. Smith. Hold there for me before you go to the schools issue. I just wanted you to follow up a little bit more on that issue of it as an African retention. Because as you said there, red ribbon in the little girl's hair, I remember the saying that you put something red over a baby crib and it frightened Ducky. And it frightened Ducky. That's what. So you're saying all of this is part and parcel.
All of this, even the way that some people use the Bible. You don't read it. You open it at the Psalms and place it by the baby head to guard the baby. So it is. I mean, the guard is really. It is just. I mean, you could go on and on with how the different ways that we, bush is not just rings. Bush bath. You get a bath to ward off anything. So it is part of the psyche. It's deep coming in our people.
Okay, so what then, and I'm going to go to the other two in just a moment, but is there then, Dr. Smith, a line that, over here it's okay, it's part of our culture and our African heritage, over here, so it's devil worship and evil. Is there some kind of line we need to draw here?
I don't know how we will draw that line, because people are not telling you that they have some of these rings and they have these guards, and that they visit some of these places for the prosperity bath or for the deliverance bath and all of that. So it is, I don't even know how you would draw that line, because a lot of people, it's the young kids now, they're coming out with it and they're not hiding it. But this is something that always been here, and people just don't talk about it, they just do it.
I found it interesting as you were talking, and I saw the other two nodding and agreeing. Let me go to Pastor Aitken first, because you agree then, Pastor, that this is part and part of our culture?
In fact, I would take it much wider than that. It's part and parcel of humanity. It reflects the fears that many of us try to keep hidden from time immemorial. People that God has created have had fears. In fact, in the book of Genesis, one of the things that we're told is that we're given dominion over creepy, crawly things. It's an indication that there's something we're always afraid of. And people who embrace guard rings and other devices like that are simply just showing that they have embraced fear. And, speaking from our perspective at Fellowship Tabernacle, we would be concerned, but of course not fearful. We're excited that it gives us a chance to help those who have embraced fear to understand how they can set that aside and embrace instead faith in God. He is the ultimate protector.
But how do you then respond to what Dr. Smith was just saying, that for some people it's a ring, for others it's a Bible? It's all part and parcel of the same kind of belief system.
Yes. In fact, the Bible makes record of this, that man seems to find ways to reject the Creator instead and worship the creature.
That's
and the
what
things
I
that
told
we can
you.
make and do. And there's actually a Bible writer who made fun of his generation Isaiah, I think it was, who mocked them for bowing down to stones and sticks and devices that they made, and actually laughing at them, saying, how in the world do you think that's going to help you? So the call really is, and the guidance is, to take your eyes off of what is made and seen and place it on that Almighty God that we know has created all of us. Because, by the way, Dion, let me interject really quickly. We can't really have a good discussion about this without an understanding that all of us are innately aware of the existence of two kingdoms. That's one way to put it. A kingdom of light and one of darkness. A conflict that constantly has been taking place from the beginning of time. And of course, we take sides one way or the other, and then we express.
The dark always looks like the light. I'm trying to tell you. It's a thin line between good and evil, bro. When you try to dance around God, bro, there's no
faith, depending on the side that we take. So we think this is a good opportunity, even though it's growing, as the principals have said, in our schools. And by the way, I mean, I grew up in Portland and St. Thomas area, so it's nothing new.
Big up St. Thomas,
to me at all. And I look at every opportunity, and I invite everybody who has come to some understanding of who God is and what He requires of you. Use the opportunity to point persons away from the fear that it shows. They're afraid of something.
They're afraid of their sins, bro. But hey, we about to end it right there, bro. I like that. I like what he said. You feel me? He just nailed it on the head right there, bro. Feel me? Shout out to Pastor. But hey, it is what it is, bro. We're all spiritual, you feel me? It's about what you do. You can use your spirituality for good, or you can use it for evil, bro. And a lot of these artists, it sound like evil, bro. It sound like he was casting a spell in that song, in that intense song, bro. There's a bunch of songs, bro, they say that shit in it, bro. You feel me? I didn't know what it meant. Like, I didn't know what the fuck they were saying until I found out about, oh, okay. Because I was like, what does Ring have to do with Duppies and shit, you feel me? And TJ and shit, you feel me? But hey, Rockies, we out this bitch, nigga, bow. Subscribe to the fucking channel, nigga, puss.
Thinking out loud, bringing peace to my mind. All alone, nobody hear my phone. Here on this lonely road, lonely won't leave me alone.